The government's relief operations are underway following the onslaught of Typhoon Tino. Let's get the latest from DSWD Assistant Secretary or ASEC Irene Dumlao. ASEC, magandang umaga po sa inyo. Thanks for joining us again.
Hi, Angela and Diego. Good morning.
Well, I hope we're talking nga po na different circumstances pero wala po tayong magawa ngayon. Ano po ba yung mga lugar na po ang naabutan po ng tulong ng DSWD?
Well, as of this morning, ang DSWD ay nakapagpaabot na po ng mahigit 123,000 na mga family food packs sa iba't ibang lugar sa ating bansa, particularly in Region 6, in Region 7, gayon din po sa Region 8, in particular Southern Leyte, gayon din po sa Region Caraga na una nga po na naapektuhan nitong si Bagyong Tino. Other parts of the country were also assisted. Like dito po sa Palawan na kaninang umaga lamang po ay tinamaan nito nga po si Bagyong Tino. And as we speak ay nag-distribute pa rin po ang aming mga field offices ng mga family food packs dun sa mga naapektuhan ng bagyo. Apart from the family food packs and ready-to-eat food boxes that we have distributed, non-food items such as sleeping kits and hygiene kits were also distributed to those inside evacuation centers. And gayon din po sa mga locally stranded individuals, particularly sa mga ports in Matnog, Sorsogon, and dyan din po sa Bicol, nakapag-provide din po tayo ng hot meals through our mobile kitchen.
Okay, bukod po dito sa mga nabanggit nyo, meron po bang pwedeng ma-avail yung mga typhoon victims like yung mga calamity financial assistance from DSWD or other agencies?
Yes, for those na mga naapektuhan at may mga nasugatan po na family members o meron pong mga namatay because nakita naman po natin yung casualties.
That's true.
Pwede pong mag-provide din ng assistance ang DSWD through medical and burial assistance under the assistance to individuals in crisis situation. And kanina umaga nakita rin po natin na nag-declare na po ang probinsya ng Cebu ng state of calamity. So this trigger mechanism would actually activate the emergency cash transfer of the DSWD. Of course, kinakailangan lang na makita natin doon sa situation report kung magiging open na yung local market. And it should also be reflected in the post-disaster report of the local government unit that additional intervention is necessary, so we could proceed in the implementation of the emergency cash transfer. But this financial assistance actually aims to help those who have been affected by the typhoon, especially yung mga nasira yung kanilang mga tahanan,
right.
nasira yung kanilang pong mga livelihood. So this intervention is one of those being implemented to support the early recovery ng mga kababayan po.
Oo.
Yes,
May dagdag ko lang kasi kung paano nila, ASEC, paano po natin maibababa yung impormasyon na ito na nabanggit nyo sa amin, dun mismo po sa mga typhoon victims.
Yes, actually yung ating pong mga field offices, particularly yung aming pong mga regional directors, they're working closely with the local government units at nakikipag-coordinate po sila so that una, alam po natin kung sino-sino yung mabibigyan natin ng mga food and non-food items, especially that we're still in the response phase. At gayon din po, ipinapaalam natin kung ano pa yung ibang tulong na maaari nga pong maibigay ng DSWD because Secretary Rex Gatchalian wants us to reach out to our local partners and assure them that DSWD is here not only for the response phase but up to the early recovery phase. So dyan pa lang po na pag-uusapan na ano yung mga tulong na po pwede pa natin ipaabot doon sa mga nasasakupan po nila.
ASEC, given that we're still in response and recovery stage, and malawak tong tinamaan ng Typhoon Tino, ang daming areas making landfall 8 times, are we ready in case Monday po, sabi ng Pag-asa, high probability of Typhoon 1 making landfall that definitely will hit daw Northern Luzon, Central Luzon. Does DSWD have enough supplies and manpower to deal with both these calamities?
Yes, Diego, that's correct. As we're working on our disaster response efforts for those who have been affected by Tino, we're now preparing for the typhoon that's about to enter the country and might affect nga po the northern part of the Philippines based on the early forecast. Now, ang DSWD po, meron tayong mga nakapreposition pa po na mga mahigit 2 million family food packs. And while we have stockpiles, we continue to produce family food packs doon po sa aming mga major production hubs. So we're able to produce around 18 to 20,000 food packs daily. So we're able to prepare for the possible effect of the incoming typhoon.
Okay.
Well, ASEC, how are we working with the LGU po ng itong mga areas na affected po ng Typhoon Tino dahil marami pa rin po daw ng mga barangay doon nang hindi kumbaga makontak, yung iba stranded, yung iba hindi makontak dahil walang signal, walang kuryente para po mapaabot ng DSWD yung inyong pong tulong.
Actually po, doon po sa Southern Leyte, ang ginawa po ng ating field office, dineploy po namin yung ating mobile command center. Yung mobile command center po kasi natin, that's equipped with generator. Meron din po yung Starlink. So we're able to generate and submit reports on time para po ma-inform agad kami dito sa regional office at sa central office at makapag-action po kami patay doon sa assessment na na-submit from the ground. Gayon din po doon sa mga kababayan nga natin na maaari gusto po nilang makicharge. Pwede rin po magamit actually yung mobile command center. They could also connect to our Wi-Fi so they could also communicate with their family members who are outside their respective areas or their provinces. So nakakatulong po ito sa komunikasyon and yan po isa sa mga strategies na ginawa natin. Ginawa din po natin yan dito sa Region 7 so that we could really have real-time reports. Now, ang kagandahan po ng buong bansa handa program ng DSWD, nakapag-preposition po tayo up to the last mile. So once the reports reach our office, pwede na po nating ma-dispatch yung po mga naka-preposition na goods. And actually, even before that, tayo na po yung nagre-reach out doon sa LGU to assure them that we could help them again as part of our mandate to augment the resources of our partners.
Yun kasi yung challenge doon, ang hirap yung pag hindi mo makontak, tsaka alam mo hindi mo madaanan dahil doon sa mga roads are impassable talaga. Diego.
All right, thank you for that, DSWD Assistant Secretary Irene Dumlao for joining us on our program.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diego and Angela, for the opportunity. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.